Hello, this is Tattoo Tony with another adventure. I've searched for every neglected, abandoned, grimy, and interesting piece of our past for us to explore. Please enjoy today's show.
Hey guys, this is TattooTonyAlton. I've got a treat for you today. A couple interesting stories and a crazy house fire full of stuff for you to check out. Enjoy the video.
Somebody's been sleeping back here, Andrew. It might be. But in a second, you're gonna kick the door open. You gonna kick the door open?
So before we get back to the house, I want to tell you guys a little bit about the town of Alton and show you what it looks like. It was developed in 1818 as a river town, and the gentleman who developed it named it after his son. It's located near the confluence of the Missouri and Mississippi River, and it's known for its limestone bluffs. Alton was home to the first college in the state of Illinois, as well as the first state penitentiary. More fun facts later. So I found this house that burnt down. You notice that we thought somebody was staying on the back porch. I found an article about this home. It says a Monday fire at an Alton home is under investigation. Alton Deputy Chief said firefighters were called at 7:30 p.m. Monday to a house fire at a vacant home. According to Sweetman, the house appeared to be vacant and there were no injuries reported. The firefighters are considering this blaze to be suspicious. The fire is being investigated by the Illinois State Fire Marshal, Alton Police, and Alton Fire Department. So, if you go online and look up Alton and house fires or fires, and you go page for page and keep moving through the search engine, you'll see a lot of repeat stories, but you'll see that for a very long time there's been tons of fires here, and I don't know if that is because of all the age of the old structures, but it's almost like a good quarter of this town is catching on fire and then being demolished. Look at this bathtub, it's pretty crazy. Found another story as I was flipping through. A short one, fire broke out 5 a.m., 400 block of Monument, and the identity of the deceased body has not been released. The cause of fire is under investigation. There's a lot of house fires with people that were killed in the fire as well. A really interesting one that happened recently. It says a Metro East man is on the run Tuesday after police say he set his home on fire after committing several other crimes. This gentleman faces charges of aggravated arson, armed violence, aggravated domestic battery, child something or other, and indecent solicitation. They received a call, the police did, at 4 a.m. Monday from a woman who said her husband was armed and was acting erratic and emotionally distraught. When officials arrived at the home, several children were in the doorway. The children alerted officers to a fire inside the home. The family made it out of the home safely, but the fire quickly spread and the home was a total loss. Police say their investigation so far indicates that the man of the home and the victim got in a fight, and then he burnt the house and left the home. You can really see, I wonder if this was close to where the fire started. It must have been. Then I found another story. A house fire Sunday morning in Alton killed a 6-year-old girl and hospitalized her mother. Leah Phipps was found on the floor in her upstairs bedroom after a fire ripped through the lower level of her home. The Alton Fire Department received a call that the two-story house was in flames at 1:06 a.m. Sunday, and at 1:09 firefighters were on the scene. Upon arrival, firefighters found the first floor was fully engulfed in flames, with the mother on the front lawn stating her daughter was trapped in her bedroom on the second floor. Leah's mother managed to escape the burning house. Then she rushed over to a neighbor's house where 911 was called. Firefighters found the child and removed her from the home. An investigator with the Madison County Coroner's Office pronounced the girl dead on the scene. Preliminary autopsy reports declared her death was caused by smoke inhalation. Lancaster was taken to the burn center at St. John's Mercy Medical in Creve Coeur, and the fire department had the fire under control by 1:30 a.m. Sweetman said the fire began in the living room on the first floor. It is uncertain how the fire began, but he said the blaze might have been started by a Christmas tree that had lights on it. He did not know if the home had smoke detectors. And it goes on and on. There are tons and tons and tons of stories about homes burning to the ground, people dying in the fires, vacant homes. One of my first experiences coming here, and I moved to this town, and there was a guy walking down the street, and I guess I might describe him as a wino. He was staggering back and forth, and he had an armful of tall cans of malt liquor, and he dropped them on the ground, and then he went on, and quite intoxicated, to tell me how his sister had a home around the corner that she burnt down for insurance money. So sometimes I wonder, who knows what the reason is. I wonder if some of these homes are being burned on purpose because they pass new city codes, as I've mentioned in other videos, and a lot of these houses just cost too much for anybody to bring them back up to code. And if you want to sell the home or switch hands or switch tenants and it needs to be re-inspected, the occupancy permit gets pulled. And I wonder if nobody can repair the home or invest money if some of these don't get burnt so they can collect insurance money. It's just a thought. So I have more homes like these going way back. There are several other homes, well, in fact, a bunch of them that have probably burnt that I've been in and made videos of way back. Anyways, it's a very interesting old town. It's kind of like a big small town. It's a Rust Belt town. The river's nearby. There's limestone bluffs. There's a lot of history. A lot of small storefronts and things that you would see like in a little town. You might see a little old area with a town square or a main street or something like that. Well, this town at one point was up to about, at its peak, maybe 50,000 people. So it's like a really big, small town. The population is probably nowhere near that today, probably more like 30, who knows. Probably lost a good 40% of the population would be my guess. I could pull up number stats. That's kind of a funny. I could pull up numbers or statistics and find out exactly, but I wouldn't think that would be too far off. So if you're enjoying this video and you're not yet a subscriber, please subscribe, share, comment. Everybody leave a comment. I read all of them. And also hit the like button and turn on your notification bell. Currently, I may be a little slower putting up videos. I'm currently working 6 days a week, 10 plus hours a day, so it's getting a little difficult. That's a pretty cool chair, like the clawfoot table. That's nice. If anybody saw anything while I was rambling on and narrating that was interesting, leave it in the comment. And by the way, if you think you might enjoy a drone video of more interesting places and homes in Alton, I could go around town and just continuously fly the drone around things that look interesting and maybe put together a historical story video and tell you all about the town. Let me know what you think. There's a lot of neat places in the United States. Small towns, big towns, places that really aren't tourist destinations, that maybe not many people think about, that have a lot of neat history, a lot of old buildings, a lot of cool stuff. It's good to go exploring in places that have been forgotten. Maybe it's an old town in Kansas off Route 66. Maybe it's an old river town. Those are the kind of adventures I like. A lot of these places are dying out, and once it's gone, it's gone. Brings to mind, though, I've had this comment on my videos before, that our country is sort of wasteful, maybe comparatively, possibly, to some places that keep their older towns going and going and going. There are places in maybe Europe or England that have been in use forever, and they keep using and recycling. Seems like this stuff here, these are most of the first probably structures and homes in some of our cities, like St. Louis. As far as a city that's not out east, it's pretty old. This is an old town founded in whenever, 18-something, early 1800s. Most of the original structures are gone. These are homes probably, who knows, built in the 1910, 1920 something, and they're almost gone. And most of them, no repair, no fixing. People just leaving these areas, going somewhere else, building new, cheap, clapboard homes. New construction's really kind of a bummer. Cheap stuff, strip malls, old storefronts, brick storefronts with round windows and all kinds of interesting features just crumbling. So I think we need to take a look at that. Stuff that was built is very little of it is being saved, and it's just going by the wayside, and once it's gone, it's not coming back. And why is it that there are places that have been able to preserve, reuse, restore, continuously fix old things, and maybe not keep them forever, but why do we see such urban blight in small towns in rural America and old industrial towns, and we just don't reuse? We just move things to new areas, rebuild on old farmland or woods, clear cut it, make new neighborhoods. Kind of weird. Leave me a comment on that. Let me know what you think.
Good idea. Stop signaling to the neighbors, huh?
So guys, here's a picture of the front of the home. This is the home from the news story about the suspicious fire, and this is a picture I took of the Alton Elijah Lovejoy Monument. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, share, and check out some more videos on the channel. Have a great day.